Hello everyone and welcome back to Code with Ro. Today we're diving into an exciting visual aspect of CSS, creating shapes and clipping paths to make our web pages pop. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and check out the Patreon link in the description below if you want to support the channel. Let's get coding. CSS Shapes and Clip Path are powerful tools that let us break away from the rectangular boundaries that HTML elements are confined to. Let's start with CSS Shapes. So I'll go ahead and clear my CSS along with my index.html so that we just have a body tag. And I'm just going to create a simple div class called shape and hit save. And now in my CSS, I'm just going to create a sky blue circle. So in that div that we created, class shape, I'm just going to do dot shape, open curly bracket, and let's set the width and height to 200. We'll do a background color of sky blue. We'll do shape outside is going to be circle and then a 50% inside. We'll do a float left with a margin of 20 pixels, a border radius of 50%, and overflow will be hidden. So now when you hit save on your CSS in our live server, you'll see this blue circle pop up. And now if I were to just copy some lorem ipsum paragraph text under my div, so for example, if I just keep pasting a bunch of lines and hit save, you'll see that this text is actually going to be going around the circle that I created. And there's a little bit of a margin here because of that margin 20 pixels. If I got rid of this, then it would just go right up against the circle and that might look a little odd. And adding that border 50% radius is what makes the div visually circular, which helps in perceiving how the text wraps around it. And the overflow hidden isn't strictly necessary for shape outside, but it can help in other contexts where you need to clip the contents of the block itself. Make sure to have sufficient text to see the wrapping effect. And you should see the text wrapping around the circle you defined with the shape outside. So now moving on to clip paths. So this property allows us to clip an element to a basic shape, such as a circle, ellipse, polygon, or even an SVG path. So let's clip an image into a star shape. So now I'll get rid of all this lorem ipsum text, and I'll just get rid of the shape as well. So I'll create a div class called clip-path and hit save. And then in our CSS, I'm just going to do dot clip path, which is the element that we created in our HTML. And I'll do a width of 300 pixels and a height of 300 pixels. Hit save. And then for the background image, you're going to want to set whatever image you've been using. So I just used my profile picture, which is my YouTube channel logo. And then there's going to be this pretty long clip path polygon node. And this clip path polygon function. And this is pretty much just to make a star. Go ahead and copy paste that from the description. So yeah, you're going to see a lot of percents, basically where these points are going up, down, left, right, and so on. Up, down, left, right, and so on. And now you'll see that it's not going to be really visible in my picture, but in this case, it's going to be the clip path. So my image is actually in this star, and the star is actually just clipping what you can see. So now I'll just add a background. I'll add a background size and call it cover, just so we can see the center of it. So now you'll see that my profile picture icon is going to be in the very center of this star. And this star is pretty much just the polygon that's going to be clipping it, basically. And here we've used a polygon function to create a star shape, and the coordinates inside the polygon function defines the point of the stars. So basically all of these percentage that you see. And as you adjust these values, you can create different shapes. And there you have it. With CSS Shapes and Clip Path, you can create more dynamic and interesting web designs. Experiment with these properties to see what cool designs you can come up with. If you found this tutorial helpful, give it a like, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss any new videos. For more in-depth and exclusive content, check out my Patreon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.